less than 2 hours, 3 wows. You've got some knowledge, you've got some power. Now it's up to you. Get the courage, communicate. Now back in the Washington days and the Jefferson days, landowners were king. You were measured, your power was measured by your acreage. Today we seem to be losing that. It's your chance to take it back. We're pretty close on schedule, probably about 5 minutes late. But at this point, we have a young lady guest over here who would like to read a brief note that she's written. And it'll only take her a minute, and she's found her way here, so I'd certainly like to give her the opportunity.
I talk loud. I'd like to first say that I never thought at 78 I was going to become a movie star. And I'm just an ordinary person. I'm 79, and I've tried since last July to get this put in the press. I tried again in September. So 3 weeks ago, I got so mad, I went to the press. I told them what I thought. I wouldn't tell you what I said. By the time I got home, I had a phone call, and 2 days later, it was in the press. I'd like to read it to you, please. Natural gas development might be our last best hope to revive our economy. I have called Windsor, New York, home for 48 years. I was the first woman police officer in Broome County in 1975. I was the town tax collector for 16 years. I drove a school bus for 27 years, and while I am now a senior citizen and retired, I care deeply about the community and its future. I have seen the good times, and I have also watched jobs and opportunities disappear. Today, many of our storefronts are empty and industry has moved away, but I see a bright future for our area, and natural gas development is the lifeline that we need. We don't have to look far to see the economy benefits of drilling. New schools and hospitals are going up in Pennsylvania, and jobs have been created in the tens of thousands. We can't afford to turn our back on the chance to revive the place we all love. Unfortunately, the debate over natural gas development in New York has increasingly been domineered by environmentalist activists in New York City. Time and again, the needs of New York City come first over the wishes and needs of the rest of the state. History has a way of repeating itself. In 1960, I moved to Deposit, New York with my late husband, Bob. He worked on the Cannonsville Dam and Reservoir, and we lived in a trailer with 4 children during the project. He was the lead engineer for Operating Engineers Local 825 out of Newark, New Jersey. Before the area was flooded to create the reservoir, Bob and I visited the place where Cannonsville had once stood. In front of us was a wreckage of a once thriving community. An entire town destroyed, lives destroyed so that a reservoir could be built to supply the water needs of New York City residents. Today, New York City is coming first once again. Following the Cannonsville Dam project, Bob and I found a farm to buy using his GI Bill from his service in World War II in Korea. We called Windsor home until Bob passed away in January of 2011. We raised our kids here and played by the rules. For nearly 50 years, we paid our taxes on our land and home under the assumption that we would have the right to make decisions about how our land was used. But the folks in New York City want to take that right away from us, even though they will be the prime consumers of the natural gas produced from our property. I want natural gas development for our area, and I want it to be done safely. I live here, my family and friends live here. I believe natural gas development can be done safely, and I believe it is the best opportunity we have to revive our economy. Join me and express your support for responsible natural gas development in New York. And I live in Windsor, New York. Thank you very much.